Tractor seems a little dewy this morning, so it must have sprinkled overnight. Welcome everybody back to Bucked Up Farming. I'm your host, Rental Man Buck. Let's get rolling. We're going to be taking a leap of faith out on the hay farm this afternoon by selling off our tedder. I came across a really nice Farm King that actually does the same job as this thing, plus it rakes it. But this will help save a lot of time of having to do two tasks. There she be. Look at that thing. That's nice. Definitely going to have to start making some money, though, if we want to do any more purchases. Yes?
You get yourself a new rake?
I did.
Did Farm King just come out with this?
I don't really know, but it saves the time of doing one of two things. One, it rakes it. Two, it teds it. That's great for me until I need to do silage, so I'm going to have to keep my merger because I can't have grass if it teds it, too.
Yeah. How much did you pay for this thing?
It's 19 grand. So if you want me to come out there and do it, I could do it for you so we don't have to have as many costs since you just do straight hay, right? You don't really do the silage? Okay.
Okay, so theoretically, I could hire you to custom rake for me and I could sell my rake I currently have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you, like, headed to my farm now? Because I got stuff on the ground that can be raked right now.
I gotta go bale.
Okay.
You own the merger?
Yeah.
Well, I need to send mine back for the lease cost. If I own this, you own the merger, and we just use those together, that helps us both save money.
Okay.
Then I'm going to head back because I got to get baling. Well, I like how we're talking in the middle of the road.
Dude, this is what all farmers do, man. You just talk in the middle of the road, and then you look every, like, 2 minutes, and you look for a car. That's how it always seems to be.
It'd make more sense if we were on a county road, though.
Okay, Buck, I got to get a new tractor bought here.
A new tractor? What are you buying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't tell you yet, man. I can't tell you yet.
Well, stop on by. I'll be out in that backfield.
Okay.
Sorry about the little jitterbugs that we had there, guys. We found out when we put stored deliveries in, servers are not quite friendly with that mod yet. And I guess Jake was driving out to his house or something because his truck's parked in the middle of the road. That is really nice, though, that we're able to work out that deal with Grant. Plus, the Farm King's not that much shorter in width than the merger, so let's get to baling. While I'm at it, I'm also going to send mine back so I can get rid of that lease payment. If you guys are big fans of the Bucked Up Hay Farm and you would love to see more, be sure to head down below, smash that like button, possibly even subscribe. Keeping the energy high, we're going to be rolling our way over to 200,000 public subscribers. And this series only keeps getting better and better as the days go by. We're not even like halfway around the outskirts. We've already dumped 3 bales. This is some very good performing hay. Hope you guys are having a great day, and if you're not, then I'm glad you guys are here to come tune in and get away from life for a little bit. I would like to take a moment, though, to thank the supporters and the sponsors behind hosting this server, and that is Pocket Host. If you guys don't know who Pocket Host is, they are a server hosting site for multiplayer farm sim. And if you'd like to start a bucked up server to make some more memories with your friends like me and the crew have over the last 5 years, be sure to check out the Buy Games tab on my website, buckedupproductions.com, or the link directly in the description. I think we're going to be rich, though. I think last time I did this field, I had 14 bales. We're already at 9, and we haven't even started the big runs. I am really liking this Vermeer baler. I didn't think I'd be a huge fan of the self-propelled system, but the maneuverability behind this thing is just second to none. It is a lot easier, though, to run this thing from the interior camera. As much as I'd like to have it as an outside shot, it's just so much easier to follow the runs from the inside perspective. You do have to get used to the turning, though. For turns like this, that baler pickup sits a little further back on the frame, so you kind of have to swing wider than you actually think you need to on these turns. Temperature today was a high of 59, currently sitting at 58 degrees. If we did skip ahead, though, because I remember we were planting in the dark last time, yeah, we could go and feed the cows as well as... Oh, no, we don't need that. Oh, the meadow finally came in. Yes, so if we wanted to fill the total mix rations, we could. But we could take in a load of milk. We could fix the straw on the main cow shed, but I'm going to have to take out some manure first. Chickens are going to need some feed. And these guys are good, and I don't know why they don't use straw. It doesn't make any sense to me. We are also having an insane amount of cheese. We have $82,000 in cheese. That is crazy. But for a 1-year turnaround, Oh, we'll be sitting pretty. We will be sitting pretty. We're really only gonna get more money from the fields as we keep cutting them. We got the co-op ground to cut. We have Jake's ground to cut. We have the field to the left of me, the field across the creek crossing. It's getting into busy season, and we're gonna have about 4 cuttings this year. So definitely we'll have to be on my A game if we're gonna stack up our stockpile. Yeah, if I'm gonna make the goal on this, it's gonna have to be close. That's 20 bales right there. There might be enough scraps to make 21. I'm curious as to what tractor Grant ended up buying. Come on, I gotta have at least 5% laying around here somewhere. We got it! Exactly 50% increase on return. That's pretty satisfying to hear. I don't have any more fields cut right now, so we're gonna shoot over to Grant's and get his stuff done, meaning I got a road trip. So we'll see you guys in just a bit.
A few inches later.
Holy! I don't know if I was like spazzing out or not, but I could have sworn I just saw Grant standing in front of me with orange hair. Oh, look at that, he's right up front. Okay, good, he does look normal.
Seems bucked up. I totally forgot. I don't know why I keep calling him Rental Man Buck.
That's still my call sign. I still address myself as that.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't be so kind to rake my hay for me, or are you just dropping off this rake for me?
No, I was gonna do it because I got nothing else to do right now. Well,
okay, perfect.
I got a bunch of mowing to do, but
yeah.
I might make a deal with you. What would it cost to actually just keep the merger at my house? Like, I would basically buy it from you.
Honestly, I'm not using it that much. Go ahead.
That's all grass right now, correct? That is grass.
That's all grass. I went to hay. Yeah.
Okay. What did you buy? That is clearly not an 8,000 cab.
I bought the ultimate tractor, Buck.
You bought your real life tractor, didn't you?
Yes. No def 8320R. Which you've seen this in real life. Buck's been
I
out
have.
there when we were
I've
pulling
started
top
this thing in real life.
Yep.
It's pretty nice.
Got a lot more space. Super nice cab in it. Like, oh yeah. And it's basically a 30 series, tier 3, not tier 4. Question is, Buck, do I keep the 8400?
No.
Sell it? You may
That depends.
You may make a lot of people
you...
angry in the comment section, Buck.
I know that's... Well, it depends on what you're going to use it for. Because if this takes over the primary job of that, then why would you have that?
Yeah. True.
Comment section, let us know. Should Grant take the spacers off his 8110 since the hubs are fixed now, so it looks like his actual tractor?
Yeah, I gotta get rid of those. I gotta get rid of those spacers, man.
You could have your own. You could have your real life farm sitting right here. You got the 8110 and the 8320R. Just get rid of the 8400. All right, I gotta get to raking that field. I'll see how fast, how long it takes.
Okay.
Also,
Sounds
are you
good.
ever gonna grab your silage bales that are sitting there?
I need to grab them soon. I'll probably grab them soon.
Okay.
Once I get a loader. Buck tried welding a loader bracket and he.
You never brought it over. You did it yourself. Don't. Yeah, you did that yourself. Believe me, if I put it on there, it would have been at least half decent. I'm no welder. Believe me. Like I mentioned a little earlier, the working width is just a little bit shorter than the merger. The merger has a 9.5 working width. This has an 8.5. This one also dries it. This is probably the greatest invention since sliced bread. On the note of mods, though, if you guys have not heard, Jake is actually launching his own mod site, Formal Mods, and that is the next upcoming Picture King Mods, Mod Network, and itch.io mixed all together into one site. It's a really great platform that he has really been dedicating some time and working on. Big thing he's trying to do is help limit the amount of leaked mods that end up getting out. So if you guys are modders and you want to have your work protected, but also showcase right on the front room floor, be sure to go check out Jake's mod site, Formal Mods. I could potentially use my GPS just to see what it does. I'm going to see if it registers. If it registers, this might help save me a lot of time. Where does the track put my lines? Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, let's do that. This tractor's at least fancy. The 8100's not. I just wish this rake had the option to not be a tedder because that really screws my silage operation. But for a series or any sort of videos that I just need to make hay, this thing's ingenious. This is what I wish a lot of these windrowers had the ability to do. I think I'll turn on the radio quick and speed up some time, give you guys something nice to listen to, and we'll just roll on making some hay.
wonder what it feels like to find the one in this life, the one we all dream of, but dreams just aren't enough. So I'll be waiting for the real thing. I'll know it by the feeling, the moment when we're meeting. We'll play out like a scene straight off the silver screen. So I'll be holding my breath right up till the end, until that moment when I find the one that'll spend forever with. 'Cause nobody wants to be the last one there, and everyone wants to feel like someone cares, someone to love with my life in their hands. There's gotta be somebody for me like that, 'cause nobody wants to go it on their own. If everyone wants to know they're not alone, there's somebody else that feels the same somewhere. There's gotta be somebody for me.
I gotta say, overall, I'm really liking the quality of this Farm King rake. Grant might get mad that a couple of the passes are a little off and wonky, but he'll get over it. What I'll probably end up doing is I'll run back to the house, and then I'll come back, get the merger, and then we could start working again more on our fields. Not too sure exactly where I'm gonna run into Jake or Nate at all today, but if we could fit him into the schedule, I'd love to go and chat with them. Looks beautiful. The rest is his problem unless he calls me and he needs me to do something. He's got to really clean up that tree line. That is a problem. Oh, there's no way. He finally moved the little farmall. The farmall's gone. If the guys are still out in the field over here, I got to yell at them for this. This is hilarious. Hey, can anybody hear me on the radio?
No.
What's he want?
What do you want?
Did anybody else see the miracle that Grant finally moved his little red tractor that or it got stolen?
Probably got
No, it got stolen. It had to
got
have gotten
stolen?
stolen.
yeah,
I say it's not there anymore. It's not in the field.
And either was a miracle it got stolen, and my money was stolen.
Buck, if he moved it, you need to go and buy a Powerball ticket or something.
Well, I have to go back and check because we made a deal. I'm keeping his merger. I cannot believe that. It has been the running joke that Grant has left that tractor there since October. Hey, that field registers on the GPS. Nice. What about this one? Hey, it also does. Wait, it did that before. We can turn off the lines, doesn't matter. Do you have any cheese? Oh, there is the cheese. We got cheese pallets. I want you guys to head down below into the comment section. What is your favorite kind of cheese? If you like cheese or if you can enjoy cheese. I quite frankly love cheese. You know, we're talking about a lot of cheese. I feel like Wallace and Gromit. Look at all that cheese. Since my roller didn't work, I guess I could sell that. No use in having it if the thing doesn't work. It's an extra 2,500 bucks. And we'll keep the other implement just right next to the wrapper. Oh! Well, there goes Jake. Hold on. Who was who? Because that's the... What? Hey, who's got the co-op truck up there?
Oh. Nobody? Don't worry about it.
Oh, I was trying to piece two and two together because I was like, wait a minute. Okay, there goes Jake, and then all of a sudden I see the sprayer in my mirror. I'm like, well, who's driving the truck?
Don't worry about it. You're good.
Are you picking up your bales?
Yeah, I've come to steal the bales back.
Does that truck have auto load?
Not that I know of. I was hoping that you weren't using your tractor, kinda, so I could use it to load them up with it.
Well, I can go and take my 8100. I'm coming back there right now. Hold on.
What was it, like 5 or 10?
It was 10.
Oh, it was 10? Perfect.
You said you needed hay bales, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Shut it off when you're done. Dang it, we're gonna have to go back and get that with the 8100, so we're gonna have to be a little slower. You know what this tractor could really use right about now? It could use some of my favorite farm soap. I need to get this thing cleaned off. I never cleaned it when I was over at Grant's. I didn't realize it also got this dirty. So if you guys would like to keep all of your farm sim and real life equipment as clean as I do, make sure you go to any of your local John Deere dealers and find the Andy Clean.
Yeah.
What does the hour count on that Kubota say on the monitor?
17.5.
Oh, I have a running game going between my 8100 and that, so it's still an hour behind it. That's all I needed.
Okay. Hey, I had a question for you.
What?
When are you gonna come out to my property and do the baling?
When do you need me to do it?
It's been ready for a couple weeks now.
Now, do you need the grass dried first?
I need hay bales.
But is it
I don't
cut?
No, it's nothing. You do all that
Okay,
for me.
I'll fit it in this week.
Sounds good. I just know I'm starting to run a little bit low on that hay.
Nope, I feel you, bud. You saw the shed yourself back there.
Oh yeah, mine ain't looking no better.
I completely forgot that I did Nate's work for him. I also have to remember that that merger is like significantly longer than both the wrapper and the seeder. So we're gonna shift this a spot over. So when we do end up mowing, we're not running right into it.
A few moments later.
Hey! I got a question
Hello?
for you.
Okay.
Can I grab a couple gallons of diesel from you at the co-op and just pay you the difference?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Okay.
You know where it is, right?
Yeah. I've done it before, but I just gotta run the numbers on what the price of diesel is.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's all I
Yes,
need.
sir.
Bye-bye now. It's not like we're low on fuel, but it doesn't hurt to top it off and give him some business. I know this thing ain't gonna be cheap, though. It's got a pretty big fuel tank. 161 liters. Off-road diesel's 295. We were at 511. Equates to 350 liters or 92.5 gallons. Times 295. $272. I can't do the 72, but I at least can do 300. So we're just gonna say it's $300. Yeah.
Buck,
What?
is Austin ever gonna plant that section between my little section and your section?
I'm not gonna lie, I doubt it. I was gonna have a call with him this weekend if he wanted me to do some work with him or work for him. I don't think he's gonna get to it.
You don't think he's gonna get to it?
No, he doesn't even know that's his.
So I could plant that in oats and you don't think you'd mind?
No, because I think that ground was gonna be oats anyway. Heck, oh, that's what I could have done. Now I feel dumb.
What, you could have planted it in oats?
I had the cedar for it.
I'll plant oats and split the straw with you 50-50.
That works for me. I don't need as much straw anymore as I used to.
Alright, sounds perfect to me. Alright, bud.
Alright, see ya. Moment of truth. Did Grant actually put back the tractor? Also, where is that merger? Doesn't look like it's in the shed. Probably up here. No? Oh, hush, gosh, my gosh, where the heck did you keep the thing? Oh, found it. Maybe? I really don't. Oh, there it is. It's tucked back in. Dang it. I still gotta find out if that little Super Ray still exists. Could it be in here? Well, it's not in there. Meaning the only other place it could be is in this shed. It's a miracle. It's in the shed. Hey, I got some news.
Hey, is that your new merger?
Well, no, it's Grant's, but he's letting me have it.
Okay.
On another note, though, take a picture. This is a moment in history. The tractor was in the shed.
He put it up.
Oh,
He put it away.
wow. That's great.
Grant put a piece of his
I might
equipment
get it.
away. Are you
Yes.
sure he didn't pay somebody to go in and put it up for him?
I don't ask me. It's sitting in the back right next to the Ford.
He had to pay somebody to do that because there ain't no way that man actually put up his own equipment.
I know it's only 58 degrees, but I gotta go sit down. I think I might have a heat stroke. I just heard that Grant put away his tractor.
I'm right there with you, Jake.
Sick. I gotta go enjoy our $150 Walmart office setup.
If you boys need me, I'll be out mowing and raking this afternoon.
Okay, Bob.
Bye-bye now. So I'll run inside, grab some lunch quick, and we'll be right back out to get going on the raking. Correction, mowing. Get your priorities straight, Buck. Cows are a little bit more important than the bales sitting out in the field, so we'll get them fed before we head out and start doing more hay work. The stock has definitely been depleted further than I want it to be, and I might have to buy some straw bales from the co-op. I keep forgetting that I only have like 2 left, and that's probably not going to be enough to get me to the oat harvest. That looks good enough to eat for me, but what I might end up doing is throwing another hay bale in there, and that should hopefully offset the hay to silage ratio. That is a full wagon. Why are you being difficult? I don't think I already fed him. Oh, I did already feed him. I must be slipping my mind. I could have sworn I hadn't fed him yet. There you go, Bessie. Wonderful. I think I should probably end up moving the trailer I used to haul milk down to that shed. This shed's fine to keep and house stuff, but it's kind of pointless other than the water tank. Thing is, I'd want to put it inside, and this is the only enclosed area. I might have to wait on that. I was gonna say let's have some fun, but we got like 26 loads of this to unload, if that number is correct. That's a lot of dung. This job stinks. I do kind of wish that my dump spot, though, was on the same side as my bunker. Layout just didn't work that way. You know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of a little bit of a life quote I heard one time. Life's like weeding a garden, except, you know, we're moving cow dung. If you pick the weeds in the garden as they show up, it's a lot easier to maintain them. But if you let the weeds grow wild, eventually you're gonna have to pick all them things out, and it's gonna take a lot longer. So the moral of the story, pick your weeds or clear your dung in manageable increments. Makes life a lot easier. I did see the numbers, and we have like 61,000 liters of slurry. So really, if I ever did want to get a manure spreader or a slurry spreader, I got enough material to go around. The manure spreader I am after does hold about 20,000 liters worth of this stuff. So I'd have at least 2 tanks worth. Slurry spreader, though, we got a bit more. Cheapest one's like $31,000, but I have like 7 or 8 tanks full that I could put in that. You probably aren't a fan of watching me scoop dung, though, for this long, so we'll check back in with you guys when we head up to the bale site and start working on either loading bales or cutting grass to make them. I accidentally took that tractor down to the shed, so we're just using this. Now we're having some fun. Thinking about my financial situation, it would probably be smart to sell about half of these, or at least a third. Because we got $42,000 in hay, and most of that's out here, so this is probably worth at least 10? I want to take a peek at my fertilizer spreader. I can get almost 20 grand for that thing. If I use that as a down payment on a manure spreader, whoa, hello, I could very well have my fertilizer built up by the time we need to fertilize grass again. Decisions. On top of this, though, Grant and I want to share a manure spreader, so I'd get a reimbursement check from him. But until then, I'm just here holding my modest check. We got any more cheese? We do not. We do need to bring in that load of it, though. How much milk are we working with? 11,000. Definitely will bring in another load. And then this, still my favorite investment of all time, 14 pallets of cheese and 7 of lettuce. There's got to be another pallet of lettuce sitting back at the house. I'll check that when we get back home. Call me crazy, but what I also really could do is, if Grant does want to go in on this manure spreader, I could just take out the loan that it would cost to buy out the rest of the machine. And then once Grant pays me, I just pay off the debt. Heck yeah, actually, let's do that. So at 20 grand, I sell that. That means I'm gonna need to finance 30,000 on it, because that spreader's like 50 grand. We go into here. I can pay up the extra 2, that's fine. That puts Grant of the check at $26,000, meaning I still have to cover over 4, but I can cover $4,000 on just 1 pallet of cheese. You gotta spend money to make money, folks. That's the game. We'll pick that up once we get all these bales loaded and taken down to the shed. And it doesn't look like we have any more pallets of lettuce, but I should check on my water levels. We need water, and we need it now. Buy a farm, they said. It'll be easy, they said. I don't believe I'm gonna cut that field today, just because it's a relatively big plot, but I'll probably cut the fields just south of my house and the co-op ground. Deciding which field is going to be what product, though, that's gonna be interesting. Now we're looking like we got a supply, though. Considering circumstances, I believe if we made this field and this field silage, that would work great, and then these 3 can be hay, this one will be silage, And then this one could be maybe half, like we take the top half as hay and this half as silage. We got to remember though, we're going to have at least 3 to 4 cuttings of this. So it's not like if we do overly on one, it's going to ruin us. I'm just trying to think money versus time invested. I got a manure spreader to pick up though, so let's head back down to the dealer. If I'm going to be pulling something like that though, I'm going to need to get the weights for the tractor on this. There's no way. So let me check Tractor House and see if there's any sort of rear wheel weights as well as a set of duals that I can purchase for this. We can get some duals for about $4,500, and for an extra $300 we can get a set of the weights. It's gonna have to do it. If I bite it now, I could just take them off and we can have them on hand when we need it. Now that's a good looking tractor. Holy cow. We are ready to start slinging some poo. I'll have you guys jump down in the comment section and let me know, what is your preferred brand, this is a hay farm question, of hay equipment? I personally prefer Vermeer when it comes to like balers, but for hay equipment in general, I am a big New Holland guy. The MacDon is great, but I'm one of those guys that whenever I go out and see people doing hay work, if you see a New Holland swather or an old hay bind, it just looks so much better. I love the look of it. I did have to kick on the lights because unlike Eric Church's Springsteen song, this is not a July Saturday night, this is the middle of April, so light is getting darker. Let's make our way to the co-op. Hay ground just looks so good when it's cut. I don't know why. Co-op ground does register on the GPS, but it does not register the fact that that south side of the field is not planted grass, so I'm going to be able to at least do my headlands, and then the passes going north-south. Unless I make my own headlands. I could do that. There's where the cutoff starts. Drive my own lane. Can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, this field might take longer than I thought it would. We probably might only get to raking before the sun goes down. Dang it. I would think 3 headlands is enough to work with for turnaround room, but we might need to do a 4th, or at least a 4th in some areas. I bet if I drew a line on Nate's, the boundary between mine and Nate's field, it would probably run these passes east-west, because my passes are longer going east-west than they would be north-south. You know, a little bit of a cheat code I remember is there is some runs that do go this way, and as long as you don't deactivate the GPS, it stays on that lane all the way across. Could technically cut that big chunk in half, making these passes right there on the right the correct direction. Which I might just start with this one. Yeah. That's how you cheat that. I don't think I can pick up on it though from all the way over here. Yeah, dang it. That stinks. Do this one. And then we'll do that far one and we can just run the passes in between them. Feels like my old FS22 heydays. I used to do all those fields without a GPS. Now I'm kind of used to using a GPS. A little bit tricky. I'm out of practice. I think for next cutting, I am going to draw that line between the 2 fields. I hope that fixes the GPS coordinates, because it really is kind of dumb that we have to do the north-south. But I get it. It's registering the field going all the way down to the far south when it's not. Looks like we're going to have to do some weed control, though, right there. There's a big patch. I don't know if that's Palmer or not, but we do not want that stuff growing through these and killing off the productivity of this grass. This is my lifeline of funds right now. Yes, the cheese is important, but that builds up over time. Grass is easy to make money on. Get an overlook. Okay, well, those lines are not helping. But it's that little chunk, which I still got to cut the one line across. Oh, this will be easy. It just ran across my mind. When I look at the fields that I did my fertilizer on, the ground that's been double fertilized is stuff that I went over with solid fertilizer. Stuff that I've mowed is now only single stage. So that means the next time we cut, which I could have ran the manure spreader over this field. Now I just get to use manure spreader on all of it. So that's really cool. Sucks, means I gotta fertilize every single time I go out to cut, but hey, that's what you get. Maybe we will need Jake more than I thought. Now, to be fair, I don't need the tractor to have weights or especially duals on it for really 85% of the year. But especially with the purchase of that manure spreader, we're probably going to need it, and I think that's enough to justify putting them on. I kind of wanted to test out the manure spreader on this ground, but I think we'll save that for next time. Because there's a very good chance that video will be titled, "Did I actually save money, or did I get screwed out of my money?" Because of how fast manure can possibly drain from the spreader. If I can spread at least 2 to 3 fields with a tank, though, I think we might be fine. Just about done. The last thing we're going to do is we'll run that load of milk down to the dairy, and we will top off the chickens with feed and fill up the greenhouse with some water. I believe that's about all we got. So let's go grab the Ford and take care of the last tasks. Chickens are always the really easy ones to feed. I think they only take like 500 some liters of this stuff when it's full. But water, on the other hand, that still costs us a bit. I think it's been a really productive day over here on the hay farm. We have, hold on, a lot of eggs. 494 eggs. That's worth some money. Exactly $1,300. I wonder if I just drive over the food bay without the thing strapped, if it'll dump. That'd be kind of funny if it did. Ha! It did. That's too good. That is going to do it for us today, guys. Be sure to head down below, smash that like button, possibly even consider subscribing. Be sure to also check out the rest of the County Line Revival Series playlist in the top right. Always remember to keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh, and most importantly, keep it fun. We shall see you guys all in the next one. This is the Rental Man out. Peace.